So, graphing inequalities today. Your learning target is fairly simple. It says I can graph inequalities in one variable. Alright, let's get going. So let's first talk about what an inequality is. And what an inequality is it's a statement that compares two qualities. Okay, and so you've seen the whole alligator type of thing. We use signs like less than, and then in elementary we'd put the little jaws in here for the alligator, right? We use less than, we use greater than. We also are using things like less than and equal to, which means that it could include that value, or greater than and equal to. And we also use things that are not equal to, okay? Things that are not equal, we use those symbols as well to describe inequalities, okay? So let's do your key concepts here. And your key concept, in order to graph inequalities, the first thing that you want to do is you want to put a dot at the numerical location. And I'm going to clarify real quick, an open dot, that means the one that is not filled in, just like this, means that you have less than or greater than, okay? A closed dot, which means something that's filled in. Closed dot means that you have less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to, and you're graphing that at the numerical location, okay? So the way that you like to think about this is open. It's open because it does not include. It's closed because it does include, okay? So after you've put the dot where the numerical location is, then the second step is to shade in the direction that makes the inequality statement true. Okay, let's go ahead and use those two pieces, those two steps in order to solve, for example 1. So example 1 says to graph the inequality m is greater than or equal to 3/4 on the number line. And what I've done is I've already gone ahead and I've built a number line. So you might want to pause the video real quick and just build an identical number line to mine, and then replay it, and we'll get going here. But what we're going to do is we're going to graph m is greater than or equal to 3/4. Now remember, the first thing we want to do is put a dot at that numerical location. And the numerical location I'm talking about is 3/4 for this one, okay? So we need to put in a dot at 3/4. And we know that this is going to be a closed dot because it is greater than or equal to. That equal to means that we have to include 3/4 in this right here, okay? The second step is graph or shade in the direction that makes the inequality statement true. Okay, if m is greater than 3/4, well, is 1/2 greater than 3/4? No, that is less than. So that we wouldn't shade this direction. 1 is 1 greater than 3/4? Yes, it is. That means that we need to shade along this direction here to the right, and you'll shade it all the way to the arrow. Okay. That's all we have to do for that example. Let's do the next one. Alright, example 2 says, again, to graph the inequality m is less than 5 on a number line. And as you can see, I've went ahead and I've built a number line, so you should need to pause the video and do the same thing. But we need to graph this inequality, okay? And so first thing, remember, we need to graph the actual number, right? And the number that we're talking about here is 5. So we're going to put a dot at 5, and this does not include, it's less than. It's not less than or equal to. It does not include, so this is going to be an open dot. It's going to be an open dot at 5. And it says that m is less than 5, okay? So if we look here, 4 is less than 5. So this direction to the left would be true, right? Okay, and it never hurts that once you find one, it never hurts to go and check the other one. Is 6 less than 5? No, 6 is greater than 5, so we would not shade over to the right. Okay, and that's all you're doing for graphing inequalities. It's not too difficult. Great, thanks.